Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Travel Plays YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, October 6th, and we're going to be taking a look at one matchup today for the Sunday afternoon slate of games in postseason baseball. Only two games on the docket, but we're going to look at the Phillies going up against the Mets. The Mets, they've been red hot from the seventh inning on in the last couple games. They took game one away from the Phillies. Will they be able to take another game on Sunday? We're going to find that out. I have got two best player props as well for the day. Hope everybody enjoys their Sunday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, here is the recap from Saturday afternoon. Royals, tough one. Took the lead, lost the lead, took the lead, lost the lead, took the lead, lost the lead. That's where the bullpen gets you, right? I thought maybe against the Orioles we found something. Nope, not so fast. We still suck in the bullpen. Padres battling it out against the Dodgers right now. Ohtani hit a 3-run shot. Padres took a 3-0 lead. 3-3. Padres back up 5-3 right now. So maybe Padres get us a big win on the money line there. Zach Wheeler wheeling and dealing under 1.5 runs. Didn't allow a run, 110 pitches, 7 innings. How much did the Phillies lose or win by? Lost by 6. Lost by 4, sorry. This Mets team in the 8th inning on is the best team we've ever seen in the MLB. Riley Green only a single against the Guardians as the Tigers get dominated. 7-0 in the first game. Leaderboard 0-1, 1-1, 1-2. Trying to go 2-2 on the day. Mets, Phillies is the play today. Phillies yesterday had 1-0 lead through 7 innings, just like I said, and the Mets did Mets things, put up 5+ runs in the 8th and 9th inning, killing Philly. I don't know how they do it. I don't know why they do it, but it just feels like maybe this kind of a Mets team, they are destined to win it all this season, and they took care of business against the Brewers. Teams that beat the Brewers historically, I think it was over the last 10 years or so, they make really good playoff runs. I think 4 or 3 of them have won the title over the last 10 years after they beat the Brewers in the first round. So really good numbers for the Mets if you got a Mets future. But I was going to take the Mets in this game to bounce back because I started the notes whenever the Phillies had a 1-0 lead in the top of the 8th. So I was like, oh, man, Mets shut out. Tough look. But now I've got to take the Phillies. I mean, you got to. If you remember a couple days ago when I was breaking down games, typically whenever you have an elimination series, whichever team wins the first game, it's usually smart to take the team that lost the second game. And that's definitely the case in this one because the Phillies, they had home field advantage at the bank, one of the best places to play, but they dropped game one. They've got to win this game to try to get home field advantage back. If they don't win this game, they got to go on the road, try to win both games to get back to the bank. So this is going to be a big win for them. They've got to get it. They're in desperation mode for this game. They got to get a win on the board. Christopher Sanchez on the mound for them. He kind of struggled at the back end of the season, giving up 2+ runs to the Mets and the Cubs in the last 2 games of the regular season, but he's coming in with a 3.32 ERA. 1.24 whip. He's definitely the better arm on the mound in this game. But remember, it didn't matter yesterday because Zach Wheeler had a dominant performance, 110 pitches, 7 innings, didn't allow any runs in that game, and the Mets still found a way to win. I hope the bullpen does a little bit better in this game for the Phillies because the Mets, they're going to be throwing out Luis Severino. We should be able to get to Luis Severino in this game for the Phillies. He was doing really well this season coming into September with a 3.74 ERA, but the last 4 games of the season was tough, having matchups against the Phillies twice, giving up 3+ runs in both those games. He's now coming into the postseason in his first game with a 4.50 ERA in the first game against the Brewers. He did not pitch well, giving up 4 runs and 8 hits. He has now given up 3+ runs in 4 consecutive games, in 2 of those games against the Phillies. This Philly team, they know what they like to throw. They've dominated in the past. I'm going to take them to win this game. If it comes out over -130 or more, take them -1.5. If it comes out -130 or less, take the money line, but I have to assume it's going to be -1.5 on the run line as to play. For the best player props of the day, we're going to start with the batting props, looking at the Padres and the Dodgers. I'm taking Manny Machado, the Padres, over 1.5 bases going up against Jack Flaherty, who's going to start tomorrow. Jack Flaherty started with the Tigers. He was dealt right before the trade deadline to the Dodgers, and he was really good for the Dodgers, giving them some wins in the regular season, but he's actually had worse numbers going from the Tigers to the Dodgers. He finished off the year in the regular season in a brutal fashion as well, going up against the Braves, Marlins, and Padres, giving up 3+ runs in all those games, and he was able to only work 14 innings, which is kind of concerning. In the game against the Padres, he did give up 3 runs off of 4 hits going 5 innings. That brought his ERA to 3.58 with his new team, the Dodgers. With the Tigers, 2.95 ERA, so he was a really good key piece of the Tigers pitching rotation, which everybody knows has nothing after you get past Tariq School. But I do think Manny Machado is going to win this matchup tomorrow going up against Jack Flaherty. Manny Machado has been good this season. Going up against the fastball, he's a 268 batting average. He does handle right-handed pitching well this season as well. 280 batting average. He's got a lot of extra base hits going up against right-handed pitching. I do think we're going to see a fastball in this game. Manny Machado just has to wait for the right one. I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases as the play there. And for the pitching prop tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the same game I broke down. Luis Severino of the Mets, over 2.5 runs. If it comes out at over 1.5 runs, great. But I think it's going to come out at over 2.5 runs as a play just because of how he ended pitching this season in the regular season. I also think it's probably going to be over 2.5 runs because I think the team total for the Phillies is going to be a little bit higher today because they lost yesterday, which means everybody's going to be betting the Phillies, which is going to raise the number for the book just like I'm doing. So we're probably going to get not a great number in the morning for the Phillies, minus 1.5, but that's okay. I do like Luis Severino in this one to give up a couple runs because he has been bad against the Phillies the last 2 times. I broke down those numbers already, but here they are again. He's given up 3+ runs against the Phillies in back-to-back games against them. He's been kind of getting crushed against them, and that's because the Phillies this season, they're great against right-handed pitching, having a .251 batting average. That makes them the 8th best team in baseball against right-handed pitching, and they've been one of the best teams in baseball going up against both the fastball and the sinker, which are the 2 pitches that Luis Severino has in his arsenal that he pitches the most. I think we're going to see a very pissed-off Philadelphia Phillies team. I hope that's what we see. I hope we see them very motivated because I like the Phillies. I like seeing them in the playoffs. I want this game to go to this, or I want this series to go to distance, I should say. I want some exciting postseason baseball. I'm tired of the sweeps. We've got too many sweeps in the wild card. I like the Phillies to bounce back here with the home field advantage. I like Luis Severino to give up a lot of runs. Give me the over, 2.5 runs as the play there. Let's take a look at the recap graphic. We're going to be taking the Phillies, money line or minus 1.5. Let's just go with Phillies minus 1.5. Manny Machado over 1.5 bases against the Dodgers, and then Luis Severino over 2.5 runs going up against the Mets. Guys, it's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Sunday, October 6th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.